Irvin. Now, Irvin, I've been trying to have your back, sir. Okay? I know that you've been a little bit intense. I know you've been a little bit stern or whatever, but the way you behave this episode, eh, eh, and then on top of that, you over there making up lies. You're making up lies to make yourself look and feel better. Sir, please go away from me with this. I am so happy. Y'all don't understand. I am so happy that Alicia and Irvin are gone. Because honestly, like I've been saying over and over and over again, they should have left the first time they got into an argument and we would not have ended the way we ended. But since we are here, let's go ahead and get into it. Hey y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another video. You guys, the Never Ever Met Season 2, Episode 5. And I mean, the episodes are giving what they're supposed to give. I'm not mad at the Never Ever Mets at all, okay? Because every time I sit down and watch this show, I am thoroughly entertained. And we always got some things to get into, so you know we're about to do it. But before we do, if this is your first time here, sit back, relax, watch the video through. And if you like what you see and you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before and you keep coming back, I'm gonna need you to just go ahead and press the subscribe button because you like it here. You like it here and I want you here. So go ahead and hit that button. If y'all one of my lovely members or subscribers, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. It is very early in the morning, y'all. Okay, it's very early, and I'm trying to get this recorded for y'all. So of course my voice sounds a little because I ain't had my coffee yet. But I want to get this recorded, and I'm gonna drink my coffee while I edit. Okay, so bear with me. Okay, y'all, let's get into this review. So the episode opens up with Charli FaceTiming her baby. We find out who her baby is being watched by her mom. Her mom is encouraging the foolishness. Her mom said, go ahead, leave the newborn baby with me while you go up there and chase after a man who only wants to fuck you. Okay. Cool. She starts getting emotional because she misses her children, okay? But she feels that her and Jared had something special, so she's just gonna, thug it out. Girl, go home to those daggone kids. Please go home to them kids because he's wasting your time playing in your face. But nonetheless, she goes to go talk to Jared, okay? And she tells him how she's homesick. And he's like, you wanna leave now? You wanna leave now? Because we can leave now. She says, no, I'm committed to this and I don't break my commitments. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that you don't break your commitments? Because if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, did you not go get pregnant by another man while you were supposed to be committed to one man? You know what? I'm just saying, it looks like you break commitments to me. I'm just saying, okay? She tells him it better be worth it. It's not. It's not, but you want it so bad, you just gonna sit here in this man's face while your newborn baby at home with your mother. It's not, okay? He's talking about he can't wait to get the babies together so he could cherish them together. Child, just foolish, okay? So now Irvin is in the kitchen talking about Alicia because y'all know kitchen is where everybody talk about everybody, okay? So he's talking about Alicia and then Alicia walks in. Now Brandon, being the bigger man and the better man that he is, okay, decides that he's going to apologize for how he approached Alicia, which I totally appreciate and she appreciated too. Now, although Alicia did come busting in there doing the most, okay, I still like the fact that Brandon apologized. Why? Because I'm literally just a girl. And I can respect a man when he realized that, he was out of line just a little bit. Just a little bit, okay? Now, while Brandon is apologizing to Alicia, Irvin is just disgusted, okay? He in his mind, he don't understand why anyone would want to be nice to her, why anyone would actually apologize for the way that they approached her. It's one thing to be apologetic for what you said, and another thing to be apologetic for how you came off to a person. And I really believe that Brandon did the right thing by apologizing to her. Irvin just is upset because he feels like she's the scum of the earth now, and he doesn't want to treat her with any respect, so therefore no one else should. So they go outside to talk. And he tells her that he doesn't want to do this anymore. And I'm like, good. I'm glad that y'all did that. He said that God is telling him to move on and it's okay. She says she agrees, okay? So he's like, and you know what? I really don't have that much to say after that. But then this man goes and proceeds to say a whole lot more that nobody asked him for, okay? So she says she feels like she tried. Now, Alicia, girl, you ain't tried. The only time you tried, and that was a little bit of try, was the first time y'all met and y'all was doing a little dance. Every moment after that, you have not tried, okay? We not even going to do that, okay? But she said that she deserves her peace and her happiness, and she didn't find that with him even though she thought she could. I thought this was going fine, right? I'm like, okay, everybody should be good now. We should really just be like, okay, nice meeting you, and we should go home. But no, because Alicia decided that she wanted to tell him that she deserves happiness and peace, which she does, and that, she wished she could have found it with him, but she didn't. He felt like that was an attack to him. Okay, he took that shit personal. He decided that, he's going to say how he feels at this point. He's going to let it all out, okay? He's talking about there's so many reasons why I could say that this didn't work. Well, baby, we don't need them. We don't need it. All we need to know is that you don't want to be here anymore. Are you upset that she's not upset? What is the problem? He's like, you made me feel like a monster. Okay, and y'all still breaking up. He says that he feels that she doesn't like him. Okay, and y'all still breaking up. My point is, okay, I understand you want to get this all out there, but you just said that you didn't have that much to say. So why do you feel like you need to say all these things? Let it go. Let it go. You want to be petty. You want to be mean. You want to be disrespectful. That's what you want to do, okay? So then out of nowhere, he decides to bring up how his ex reached out to him. And she called him right before he came here. And now he's thinking about it must be a sign. Because she has the emotional intelligence that Alicia doesn't have. Excuse me? Excuse the F out of me? Because Irvin, you are a clown, sir. You are a clown. Because I totally agree with Alicia when she said that you were trying to take a dig at her and you were trying to hurt her. And my question is, why? Why? You already broke up. You already had the one up. You ended the relationship. So what was the purpose of doing all of this and saying all of this? You're coming off like a bitter, hurt baby mama. So he's like, I don't want to be friends with you. I didn't think you wanted to be friends with her. You literally just said that you don't think she likes you. Why would you even want to be friends with her? I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it at all, okay? But it all made sense to me when he was in his confessional and he said that he wanted to get a reaction out of her and he did what he had to do and he got it. I said, you mother effer. Let me tell you something, Irvin. I thought you were better than this. I did. I expected a lot more from you. You told the woman already that you don't want to be with her. And because she didn't sit there and cry and mope and beg, you decided to make up stories about how your ex reached out to you, about how you feel like maybe that's a sign for God. For what? Now, Irvin, I was on your side, sir. Because I saw where you were coming from. It was making sense to me. But the way you just handled this showed me that you really are a weak ass, punk ass bitch. Yeah, that's what you are. You lost all my respect because you already did what needed to be done. Break up with the girl and move on. You're just mad because she didn't care. But I thought you knew that she didn't care. Was you really ready to break up? Did you want her to cry? Did you want her to beg? What did you want, really? You just wanted a reaction? Go away. I'm so glad that they're gone. I am so glad that they're gone. So then he goes to say goodbye to everyone, and everyone's like, oh, I knew this was going to happen. I'm like, I know that's right. I just wish it would have happened sooner so we wouldn't be here where we at now, okay? So now he's in the kitchen telling everyone that his ex reached out to him. Oh, wait, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. Actually, y'all. She liked a picture. You sound stupid, Irvin. You sound and you look stupid. What are you talking about? She liked a picture and that was the sign from God? Y'all, the way my mouth hit the floor, I said, I know you effing lied because I know he did not just make this whole thing about how his ex has emotional intelligence that Alicia doesn't have and she reached out to him and that must be a sign when in reality, all she did was like the picture. Yes, crazy. Nurse, come get him. Nurse, come get him. Come get him because what the actual F? Both of y'all crazy. Both of y'all toxic. Both of y'all go home. Go home because y'all be stressing me out so bad. Y'all really do, okay? So Chris was like, Irvin's acting like a crybaby. He's an emotional wreck. I said, exactly. That man's feelings was hurt. He really liked Alicia. He really liked Alicia. He didn't know how to handle this at all. So instead, he wanted to make her feel bad. He wanted to make up lies. And in the end, he walked away looking the worst. All he had to do was break up with that girl and move on. But no, he wanted to add 10 on top of 10 to try to make it make 20 and ended up making himself look stupid. But okay, sir, go off. The only thing I agree with Irvin was when he said that he should have decided to leave in the beginning. I totally agree. I totally agree because we would not be here now. So while the men are low key clowning Irvin because they like, yo, what the F wrong with him? Something wrong with him. Yes, something wrong with him. And the women over there crying like, we're gonna miss you. We're gonna miss you. And I'm just sitting here like, hurry up and get out. Hurry up and get out. Get your bags. Get out. Get out. Get out. Hurry up. Get out. Child, they get on my nerve because like, what's taking y'all so long to get out, okay? Irvin talking about he thinking about saying what a relationship with his ex might look like. Boy, go away. All she did was like a picture. Please don't go interrupt that lady's piece. All she did was like a picture, and now your Delulu self is over here thinking y'all about to have a whole relationship. Child, go away, okay? And Alicia finally got her piece on the ride home that she been looking for the whole time that she got into this house. Bye, y'all. Bye. I'm glad I don't got to talk about y'all no more, discuss y'all no more, and try to figure out what y'all got going on anymore because y'all have been nothing but negative in this house since y'all got into this house, okay? And I'm with Brittany when she said that she thinks that Kiki and Brandon should go next. I agree. They really should go next. Okay. But anyway, Brittany, Charli, and Jared are talking about who should go next. And Brittany says she thinks it's going to be Kiki and Brandon. I agree. Okay. But she also doesn't know how her talk is going to go with Ty. Because remember, Brittany and Ty just had a whole argument the other day. She feels like he's trying to make everyone else happy but her. Okay, and he's supposed to be here for her, and he's supposed to be doing things for her, but he's losing the plot and doing everything for everyone else. Okay, so Jared asks her, does she feel like he likes her? She says she doesn't know, but she knows that he wants to sleep with her. Well, Jared, you would know what that feeling looks like, right? You would know what that actually looks like. So, like, not kind of like somebody, but still want to just F them. You would know. Child. Now, here's my thing. I'm really trying to get a feel for Ty and Brittany too. I'm really trying to figure out what's going on with it too. Break up. Break up. That's it. That's all I got. Break up. Everybody break up and go home. Just break up and go home because real life not translating well for y'all. It's really not. It's really not. But okay, let's keep going. So everyone goes to this activity. They go into a theater, okay, where they're going to do improv and build trust through communication. I'm liking the idea of this. I don't feel like that's really what happened in the theater, but okay, let's roll with it. So they do an improv for building trust, and they all in a circle, and they can't let each other walk off the stage or whatever the case may be. I'm like, yeah, this is a cute little build trust situation, but the fact of the matter is everyone's still lying to everyone, so the trust really isn't that big of a deal. No one really trusts anyone in this circle anyway, but it was cute to watch. It was cute to watch, right? So before they ended the trust circle, we realized that Alexis didn't do it. Okay, so they're like, Alexis, you gotta go in there, and Alexis like, I have trust issues, and Chris isn't happy about that. Child, let it go. Stop trying to make something that is not. Stop trying to make something it's not. Chris want to find a problem so bad so he could break up with Alexis so bad because it wasn't that serious, okay? But anyway, she does it and she doesn't fall, and I guess now she got a little bit more trust than she did before. Child, no. This wasn't it. This wasn't it because until everyone get rid of all their secrets, until everyone is actually honest with each other, there's no need to build trust. The trust in this house does not need to be built because everyone is lying to everyone, okay? But nonetheless, the improv was cute. They did a few more activities. I don't feel like getting into all the things, but it was cute to watch. They looked like they had a great time. I will say at watching all the improv and the storytelling that Cinco and Jay are really standing out to me. I mean, the trust from the exercises that they did in the theater, the Kama Sutra exercises, the way that they really just stay in a little bubble, but still can socialize with everyone, but realize that they're the main focus. Like, I just love the way that they are handling this process and handling each other so far, okay? I just wonder how long it's gonna last. I really hope it lasts, but I really just wonder how long it's going to last. Because the thing is, now that couples are starting to break up and, move out, Those couples who aren't the main focus will start to become the main focus. And then we will really get to see what's going on when they having those talks that the cameras are not picking up because everybody else got so much other stuff going on. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, okay? So on the car ride back to the house, Brandon is talking to Kiki and he mentioned how he wished that she was very affectionate. She says that that's been an issue in her last relationship as well. She doesn't come from an affectionate family, so she doesn't really know how to give that. But on top of that, she's still holding back because she still haven't told him about the ex situation. And I'm sitting here like, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, and I could be reaching. Y'all know I love a good reach. Something about the way Kiki referenced her ex, something about the way Kiki is not affectionate with Brandon at all, makes me feel like she's still in a relationship with her ex. I don't think they are completely broken up. The way she kind of declined all his advances to even like hug him or kiss him makes me feel like she's scared that one day her ex is going to see this. I think that she feels like if she goes home and lets him know, okay, yeah, I did do the show, but I just wasn't into it. I didn't kiss him. I didn't hug him. I did anything, that she might still have a shot at them to rekindling whatever it is. Something about the way she's carrying herself through this whole process makes me feel like she wants her ex back. I don't know if this is to get back at him or if this is just see if there's anything better, but she's not really here for Brandon. Nah, she's on vacation like she says she is. Trust me, she is, okay? But while they're having this conversation in the car, I mean, Tati and Clay are in the back seat, like just making out. I mean, kissing, hugging, rubbing, touching, feeling. I'm like, well, this gotta be awkward. No wonder Brandon said to talk about something he wished he was a little bit more affectionate. Because they in the back going in. Like just doing the most, okay? But Brandon said that, Kiki's behavior is concerning. And it makes him think whether she really likes him. Yeah, Brandon was picking up what I was picking up on. Something's up with Kiki. It's a lot more than what she's saying. We gonna see. We gonna see. Cause I'm not really buying her really liking Brandon the way she says she does. Nope. Mm-mm-mm. Because even back at the house, Kiki is talking to Brandon and she's telling him how, she gets overwhelmed fast and he like wants to go first and stuff like that. And she's trying to figure out how to tell him that she doesn't really like the spotlight and, things like that. And then even when he went to go hug her or whatever when they was leaving, she was still holding back on her affection. No. He's like, see, you won't even hug me. You won't even kiss me. Yeah, no, Kiki's not really into this. Kiki's on vacation. When she said, I'm on vacation, she meant that ish. I thought she meant like, well, I'm technically not home. But no, to her in her mind, this is really vacation. Not really to get to know Brandon. Not really to build anything with Brandon. Because if it truly was, we wouldn't hear about the ex as much as we do. Okay, clock it. So now it's time to play a game. Y'all know whenever we play a game in the house, it never could be a good thing, right? Y'all know it's always going to be some mess stirred up in this. But anyway, let's get into it. Cinco pulls out these questions and everyone has to answer which couple they think best fits the question. So the first question was, which couple you think would make it to the end? Everyone said Cinco and Jay. I agree. I really hope they make it to the end, just for the sake of somebody making it to the end. Because, baby, we need somebody making it to the end. Because the way these couples are going, nobody's going to make it. Nobody, okay? Which couple is in the most need of the intimacy suite? They say Chris and Alexis. Chris said he ain't ready for all that yet. I don't think they need to be in an intimacy suite. I don't think anybody needs to be in an intimacy suite at all, okay? Because if your relationship is already having all these problems, having sex ain't going to fix it. It's going to make it worse. So just everybody stay out. You don't need to be in it unless you want to be in it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, okay? Which couple is the least compatible? They said Brandon and Kiki. I agree. I have not yet to see any real, chemistry between them, and I'm waiting on it. I would like to see it, but I don't see it at all, okay? Which couple is the most dramatic? Brandon and Kiki. Yup. And if Irvin and Alicia was here, they would take the cake completely, okay? Which couple has the most secrets still? And, Clay and Tati won. As they should, because everyone knows that Clay has a secret. Let me tell you something, Clay. You are digging a hole you are not going to be able to get out. The simple fact that everyone is learning this secret that you have, and Tati's the only one walking around not knowing what's going on, is going to be a problem. It's one thing to have a secret that no one knows, right? But it's another thing to have a secret that everyone knows and she's the only one left out. You are going to embarrass her. You are going to make her feel like she's being made a fool of. Sir, you are treading on thin ice. I just hope you know that you're going home once you tell her. And it's going to be all your fault because you're waiting so long to tell her and you're gaslighting and manipulate her in between. We'll see. Because it's a mess. There's no reason why Charli should be telling us the secret in her confessional. There's no reason. But we knew she was going to know because he told Jared. And of course, Jared was going to pillow talk. Child, it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess, okay? So Brandon goes to talk to Kiki because he wants to start fresh. He tells her, like, listen, let's just start fresh. We need to start over. And Kiki agrees. She feels like their relationship, based on the questions that was just asked, is really affecting not only them, but also the house. The fact that they the most dramatic, the fact that they're least compatible is really starting to show through the house. And they don't want to be that couple. So they are going to now start working on meeting each other in the middle. This is what they say. Do I believe it? Absolutely not. Because now I'm starting to think Kiki don't really want to be with Brandon. And if she plays nice, it's because she doesn't want to disturb the house any more than she already has. But we'll see. So Ty and Brittany finally have a conversation about the argument that they had, okay? He apologized for his tone. Not for what he said, but the way that he said it, okay? He said that he feels like relationships should be a give and take. We should have an even exchange. But he feels like she just want him to cater to her 24/7, okay? She's like, you don't prioritize me. It's not about catering to me. It's about prioritizing me, okay? She feels like as long as everyone else is happy, it doesn't matter how I feel. So she explains to him how she doesn't feel safe with him anymore, how he embarrassed her by going off on her in front of all those people, okay? She said at this moment she thought he was a protector, but she does not feel protected and she doesn't trust him anymore. He tells her that he's trying, but it's just not enough for her. She doesn't feel like it's enough for her. Brittany snapped on that man. She snapped on him and she told him that he wants to be down. He wants to be a clown. He wants to please everybody else. And he's being condescending. And she really cut that conversation off because she doesn't want to have it. Okay? Here's what I think. I think outside the house they'd be great. I think he'll cook for her exclusively. I think he'll make the drinks for her exclusively. I think he'll prioritize her, give her all the attention that she needs outside this house. Because why? It would just be them two. In this house, there's a whole bunch of people in this house who he is cooking for. There's a whole bunch of people in this house who drinks he are making. And although he is there to please her, and although he is there to get to know her, he is also building bonds with everyone else in this house. And that's not a bad thing, but I understand what she's saying. I should be the priority. I'm not saying don't cook for everyone, but if you want to cook for everyone, at least make my plate. You know what I mean? Make me feel like something that you're doing is special for me. I feel like there is some type of hope for Ty and Brittany, but they really need to listen to each other to understand and not argue. Because the way she cut that man off over and over and over again, I really feel like she would definitely get a little bit of his point if she let that man talk just a little bit. Just a little bit. But, I'm glad that he did apologize for how he approached her because it was wrong. He should have never talked to her the way he did, period. And definitely not in front of all those people. So at least he apologized for that. Okay? So Ty's brother comes to the house and Brittany's mom comes to the house. So Brittany is telling her mom how she feels like Ty isn't holding up his end of the stick. He said he was going to do all these things and he's not doing it. She's telling her like when she wakes up and she looks around for him, he's already downstairs hanging out with the fellas. Like, dang, you don't want to, chill with me for a little bit. You don't want to come cuddle with me for a little bit. You'd rather just go outside with the guys. You know what I mean? So he's telling his brother that he feels like no matter what I do, it's never enough for her. She always got a problem. It's always an issue. So they all sit down and mom says, why haven't you been giving her all the attention? I said, well, dang, mom, you got to get right into it. He said he feels the pressure to outdo himself every single time. And he can't do that. And mom's like, but you're doing it for them every day. So why can't you? See, my thing is, Brittany, what are you giving? Brittany, what are you giving? I see a lot of things being thrown on top about what Ty isn't doing per se, but I still feel like he's doing a lot more than you, Brittany. What are you doing? Let me mind my business, okay? So Brittany just wants to be our priority, okay? She said she's going to stop being cold to him, and he said he's going to start focusing on her more. So he goes and make her a drink. He gives her a cute little foot massage. They play a question game on the cars. She opened up about her relationship with her son and how important it is to her. I really enjoyed watching them actually, come together after resolving an issue. Do I think this issue is resolved? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We will be revisiting this conversation maybe another episode or two. I promise you we will. Okay. So now Kiki and Brandon are talking. And remember I said that she needs to heal before she gets into another relationship? My point is being proven. She can't really open up to this man. And she said it's because of the issues that she had in her last relationship. You need to go heal. You need to move out that apartment from that man. You need to be by yourself. You need to learn to love yourself. Learn to be by yourself before you introduce anyone else into your life. Because Kiki, you are not happy with who you are. You've been through a lot in that relationship. You put up with a lot in that relationship because of whatever reason, right? And you still are living with this man, which means that he still has some type of control over your feelings. And the fact that when production asked you if you were still in love with him and you could not answer that completely, like no, you could say I have love for him, but I'm not in love with him. You didn't say anything, which lets me know that your heart is not there with Brandon. But if you want to actually be over your ex and be done with your ex, you need to move out that house. Go be alone. Learn to love yourself. Learn to be by yourself, because after being with someone for 8 years, you need to learn to be by yourself. And hopping into something with someone else just to make you feel better ain't it. Because ultimately, you're playing with Brandon's feelings. At the end of this, to me, it's starting to look like you're playing with Brandon's feelings. And I don't like it at all. And that was the Never Ever Mess, y'all. That was the Never Ever Mess. Baby, everybody go home. That's my ending remarks. Everybody go home. And I'm so happy that Alicia and Irvin are gone. I feel like Kiki, Brandon, Clay, and Tati up next. It just depends on when Clay actually tells Tati that, he has a baby and she finds out that everyone knows but her. Yeah, that'll determine who goes first. With all that being said, I hope y'all really, really, really enjoyed this review. Go ahead, get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Like the video. Make sure you like the video. Share the video, because when you do that, it pushes it out into the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel. I need to go watch Somebody's Son, y'all, and get this review up for y'all. So with all that being said, I'm going to jump up off of here, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.